Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome back. It gives me so much joy to share this really beautiful transmission that I received from on high. A few days ago, I had the most beautiful dream right before I woke up. And it felt like it was the angelic realms, the divine realms, very heavenly, very beautiful kind of cloud world that I was in. And there was also kind of this beautiful energy of the Divine Mother. And I felt the Andromedans present in the colors in the clouds, as well as the Pleiadians and Father, Mother, God. So it's a beautiful, uplifting, and holy family kind of energy. It was so inspiring, this visual. I was in the heavenly realms, and it was essentially like I was looking out at this it was like I was above the cloud line, just looking out into this infinite horizon of clouds, and it felt like it was God's nursery. There are all these precious souls, these little babies just floating on the clouds, laying all swaddled, puffed up in the clouds, and they were just going on and on into infinity. So it was almost like a field, a metaphorical field of babies lying there. There's all these beautiful, precious souls. And they were souls, little puffs of light, right? Kind of feathery looking light, but they were symbolized in the form of babies for my consciousness to understand. And what I got from this is it was to highlight the preciousness, the freshness, that 0 point Christed angelic frequencies of being one with Source while in form. Just such a pure beginner's mind, and that fresh, new to the world, right? Completely blank slate with no judgment, no karma, none of the heaviness that we can find in adulting at times, or when we've been through a lot in the human experience that's dense and can sometimes weigh us down, or we feel embittered, by our experiences, by things we see that are disheartening, if you will. So it was this huge symbol of pure divine unity consciousness, pure love, where the love was so vast that it just overpowered anything else. And the clouds were so beautiful. And I made some images here to share to try to bring the vibe. There are these pastel, iridescent, and pink, lilac, peach, and just pearly, iridescent, gorgeous clouds. And it was such a pure heavenly frequency. And initially when I woke up, what I received from that was I felt the presence of the Andromedan star mothers, Pleiadian star mothers, and the angelics, and that kind of pre-incarnation template energy where we are getting ready to come down right onto the planet. And it's a very exciting time, a time full of grace and hope and inspiration. And upon waking, what I initially got was that this was Source showing us all of these souls that are coming onto the planet, and that they have been getting ready for whole new waves of these children coming onto the planet. And this has been happening for thousands of years. There's been an acceleration in the caliber and the experience and the light of souls coming onto this plane. And so it's this symbol of the souls coming in the form of newborns here. And so when I woke up, I was like, oh, it's just so beautiful and so uplifting and just so expansive and so lovely and just such a source of hope and joy. And then as I was going about my day, had my cup of coffee, taking my daughter to school, as I was driving, I received another layer of this beyond what the literal mind could make of this, interpretation. And I realized, oh, it's not just the literal birth of children right now. It's also this resurrection or a remembering, a coming online or embodiment or rebirth of the inner, pure, magical, holy child frequencies. The Christ child is another way we could say this frequency. That avatar, pure angelic frequency, which we all are, which we always have been. But now they're showing us that more and more of us are connecting to this part of ourselves again, to our soul's light again, this pure angelic frequency, earth angels. And we're seeing the beautiful pearl-like satin sheen colors, these really high frequency pastel iridescent colors that we see sometimes when we tune into the pre-form, the upper dimensional pre-form realms. And so ultimately what we receive from this is it's symbolic not only the souls that are coming into form at this time through the birth of children and newborn babies on the planet, but the Christ light, the soul's light of everyone here, everyone on the planet, every man, man, woman, and child whose heart is ready for this. And they just want us to know that the devastation and the density that we are seeing, some of the most horrific things that we are seeing, are actually doing their service to assist more and more in softening and opening. And again, remember the phrasing that came through now for this stage of the awakening journey for humanity is the great softening open and the great opening. And so I just found this to be such a beautiful message of hope and renewal, and to really be even more focused on love and peace and loving acceptance of all beings and ourselves, of course, and to really hold these beautiful pastel frequencies within us, within our hearts, and to just know that the way things look in the physical reality, they can look pretty horrifying. And yet when we feel deeper into the energetics of what is happening, this is a heartbreak moment for humanity, another wave of it that was written. All of these souls volunteering to do their part, whether they're doing stuff that is painful or pleasurable, regardless, it's all divinely ordained to assist the masses in awakening to who they truly are, and the commonalities that we share as beings here on this planet, that we all want love, to feel loved, to share that love. We all want acceptance and peace and a beautiful life for ourselves and our family and the planet. So just wanted to share this fantastic image that I feel is just really supportive at this time. I know a lot of people have had, we call it light worker fatigue, it's been rough in some frames of what we are seeing. And so I'm so grateful to the guides and higher self aspects for bringing these dreams through. And I hope that this really gives you some hope and that feeling again of coming back to that feeling of the deepest core of who we are under all of the stories, right? And experiences and the humaning and the adulting. That divine aspect is coming through, and it really wants to have at least a 50-50 share, right? In our experience, in our presence. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you soon.